Queens get the money. Queens get the money. Queens get the money. Queens get the money, yeah. I'ma knock it out the park with this one. I'ma knock it out the park with this one, yeah. I'ma knock it out the park with this one. Queens get the money. Queens get the money.
Welcome to Queens Get the Money. My name is Barry Grant Jr. My partner in crime is here. Silent Assassin, what's up?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
I'm all right. You know, my neck hurts. Okay. My neck hurts because why? I think that I'm somebody your age, young, spry. So I went to the bar last night to go watch the Knicks game, right? The epic comeback, right? I was telling everybody, I said, yo, if the Knicks can be able to get this to 15, they got a shot, right? And everybody's looking at me like, yeah, all right, cool. They get it to 15 and start rolling after that. And then OG Anunoby gets that tap. They're calling it the hand of God. The hand of God tipping goes crazy. And the bar is going insane, right? Bar is going insane. Great vibes. And I'm in there in the mosh pit jumping around. When I come home, I'm like, yo, what is happening? Like I couldn't turn the whole right side of my body. I was just like, what is happening? But reality sets in. I'm 41. Yeah. You just wake up with pain. Just, you know,
Can't move anymore.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes. You know, I used to run down my steps and like jump from the last 3 steps to the floor. Oh no, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. I take all the steps.
Yeah.
I take all the steps now and make sure that if I'm gonna jump off of something, it's the last step where I'm only jumping like 3 inches off the ground. You gotta make changes to your life when you get old. So, you know, you're not there yet. It's fine. It's fine. But no, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was a good time, man. Like the Knicks, I'm not even a Knicks fan, but you know, just being in the city, being around Knicks fans, man, good time. Very good time. I'll be out there on Saturday. I will.
Okay.
I have a feeling that they're gonna clinch and madness will happen. I gotta get content. I have to. Okay, I have to get content and I have to support my friends. I'm there for support. Okay, moral support.
Yeah, I was watching last night and like I texted you guys. I'm like, oh, like not looking too good, whatever. And then I kept looking, I'm like, oh, like they're right there. Like, you know, any moment like this could switch, and it was just kept coming up. And I remember, like, you know me, like I don't really watch basketball, and I remember like I audibly like had like a disappointment gasp when Brunson missed it, and then we had to look. I'm like, and I like flipped out. You know, just by myself. I'm like, it's just like, I don't know, like so much like excitement. Like I said, like I can't watch basketball like this. Like I have too much anxiety where it's just like once like the clock was running out, I'm like, I'm sitting, I was just staring at the TV. I'm like, you know, waiting for like, I'm like, you gotta win, they gotta win. And then that moment, I'm like, oh, like, you know.
Listen,
and then
I am going to turn you into a basketball fan. You watch. You're going to be a huge fan. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we will get you there. Mets win today, so we avoid the sweep at least. We've been doing that the last two series. We just avoid sweeps, right? So avoid the embarrassment, avoid the sweep. And so we win 5-4. Christian Scott doesn't really have a great game, not a terrible game. You know, we got the lead early and then we gave it back up. And then, you know, the game was kind of in the balance for a couple of innings. And all of a sudden, Mr. Juan Pacheco comes up. And I feel like the fan base, the media they've always criticized Juan Soto since he's been here that he hasn't gotten the big hit as a Met, right? Runners in scoring position, game on the line, whatever it is. He's kind of come up short in those situations. Like if you look at his the data and the metrics and the stats since he's been a Met, runners in scoring position, I think he's, especially this season, he's not doing well. And last year he really didn't do well as well. But comes up, hits the bomb, the go ahead home run, and that was it, 5-4. So, any thoughts about that particular feeling of Juan Soto kind of, I wouldn't say get over the hump because he's one of the greatest players in the game, but is it something that makes you feel confident that, hey, as great as he is, he's going to get more opportunities to be in this position, and we hope that he can be able to be a lot more consistent and do what he did today, if not, just continue to just be as consistent as possible.
Yeah, like I think, there's not many moments I remember Juan Soto having that big, like I say, like Lindor moment, just because Lindor has had so many memorable Mets moments. But granted, he's only been here 2 years, so it's going to take time, I feel like, to kind of stack those up. But yeah, I think it is crazy, like how good he's been these past 2 years, and like the amount of like kind of hate that he gets from the media, the fans, and all that. It just doesn't make sense to me,
It's
despite
wild.
say like not coming up in like a runners in scoring position, like big play, like he's coming up in so many other places. He's got what now, 14? This was his 14th home run of the
14 or
season.
15, something like that, yeah.
Like over 30 RBIs, like he's still producing, and he missed a whole month.
Right.
So that's like pretty great numbers for someone who missed a month of baseball. But yeah, I think he's here for a very long time. I think those moments are going to come. I also think too, like, where I don't know if he feels like sometimes he has to do too much maybe, and he's just swinging for that home run ball, and it's just getting, that's not the right way to do it.
Yeah.
When you're looking for a home run, you're not going to get a home run.
Especially like if you notice, like, especially when runners are in scoring position, he tends to swing at the first pitch a lot instead of being him and just kind of working the count. I mean, you trust him because his eye is so good in regards to his discipline to play, but you would like to see a little bit more, plate IQ and just kind of work the count as much as possible, right? Those are my little tidbits with him, but Armand said it best. He said he's hated because he signed with the Mets. Yeah, I mean, there's an agenda there. Obviously, like, you got Met fans out there that all I see is people posting the videos of him not running out for the ground out. I'm just like, is this what you get caught up with? Is this what you're obsessed with? Like, this dude was almost 40-40 last season. You had people still complaining about shit. Like, what do you want the guy to do? You want him to be the first 70-70 guy? Like, it's nothing he will ever achieve in a Met uniform will be good enough for the entire base. Somebody's going to say something, right? Like, we got Lindor being hated on, and the guy is just one of the best shortstops in baseball. And it's just like, if you didn't have this guy, the Met fans would be complaining, why don't we have good guys? Why don't we have any superstar players? Nobody wants to come here. But then when they do come here, you treat them like shit. So this is why, like, there's a portion of this fan base that just annoys me. They annoy me, and they're worse than Yankee fans, honestly. So, I don't engage with them because it's just toxic bullshit. But good to see him hit that home run. I was very, very excited. Bo Bichette got into the festivities as well. He hit one. Jared Young, listen. May have to take back what I said about Jared Young. May have to take it back. He might just be. We thought that we had diamonds in the rough with other people. I think Jared Young might be the diamond in the rough. Honestly, like this kid has power and he's playing pretty decent, man. And on top of that, he's playing good enough to keep Mark Vientos on the bench. That's what I like. Like, just keep him there.
Yeah, 100%. That has to be, our starting first baseman for probably the whole season. Like, we'll see. But as at this point, he needs to be in the lineup every day. He's only had a few games, and it seems like he hits a home run almost every game. He has 4 home runs already. I think he's batting almost around 300. He's batting around 300. And every time I at least see him come up, he's getting a hit of some sorts or getting on base. And yeah, he's doing very well since his comeback from the injured list, and kind of excited to see him. I don't know, I've kind of become a Mark Vientos hater, for the last couple games. Yeah. So excited to see more of Jared Young for the time being, at least. So
listen, once Silent Assassin turns on you, it's bad. It's bad. You give so many people chances, and you always tend to land the plane softly. You know what I mean? And when you turn your back, I love it. I love this side. Join the dark side over here. Okay. Join the dark side over here. But seriously, I mean, it's to have a guy that can be able to give you a spark in that lineup. We're looking at the usual suspects, right? We're always saying, oh, well, this guy's not producing. This guy's not producing. Well, listen, Jared Young is producing. So let's go ahead and focus on those guys. Jared Young, AJ Ewing, Carson Bench continues his hit parade, right? So, it's good to see that there's signs of hope. There's flashes. But then we get games like yesterday, right? We get games like game 1 with Peralta. Like, is there a big concern now that Freddie Peralta might just not be what we need on this team going forward? I look at this year as a wash. I'm talking about off season because he wants the max free deal. Can we honestly feel comfortable giving him that contract, knowing that he can't do more than 5 innings? You can sprinkle in some 6 innings here or there, but it's not consistent enough to give a guy over $200 million.
I mean, if that's what he wants and he's not kind of budging on it, I think it's time to kind of close the door. If when that moment comes and those are the numbers he's asking for and those are the years he's asking for, I don't think he can be a number one with those, especially those innings. The Mets, I feel like, have always kind of been, starting pitching, like they rely on that. Every good year, like we've seen, look at the starting pitching, and they've always been really dominant. So I think come off season, if he's wanting that, I think, it's safe to walk away, and I don't think the Mets fans would be mad at that. But how low can you get him for, and how many years can you get him for if he's pushing for that 8-year, over $200 million deal? I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. I said the other day, like, that's kind of delusional to think that. And two, like, at least going into it, I know he wasn't, I feel like, interested in a team-friendly deal, but I thought he would kind of give David Stearns some wiggle room to kind of make a deal happen. And then, but with those numbers, I'm like, there's no way. So I think kind of full-blown into Tarek Skubal next year is okay. And, if they can get Freddie for a cheaper number and have him as a 2 or 3, like, I'm cool with that too. But for him if we were to give all that money just to Freddie Peralta, I don't think we're in really that great of hands.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that, they definitely should consider trading him due to the fact that you can be able to get something for him. Obviously, pitching is always going to be at a premium. Somebody's going to be able to give up a top 100 prospect for him. if any, right? You can be able to get something. And then if you want him back in free agency, you can be able to re-sign him back, kind of like what the Yankees did with Aroldis Chapman, right? Like that is something that you can really be able to do. So why wouldn't we do it? Just because you have the ability to be able to re-sign him in the offseason if you really do want him, because there's not many teams that have the pockets that we have. So we can be able to go get a top 100 prospect and still be able to go sign the pitcher that we want. You already know my line. Give me both of them. Give me both of them. And the other and Peralta comes at a discount. But Scooble, you get what you want. Give me both of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's how I look at it. Like I just think that they should trade him, because that's just, he has good stuff, but man, does he get barreled hard. For a guy that has that good of stuff, for him to get barreled that hard and that consistently, it concerns me. It really does. It really does. Especially a guy that's, he's approaching 30. That's just something that I'm not too comfortable with, honestly.
Yeah, 30 plus he wants 8 years. Like that's not gonna end well. So also too, like I did see that rumors that if he were to be traded, he would be interested to come back. So we'll see.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late.
What a degenerate.
Okay? Oh, come on. I already feel bad enough.
Unbelievable. Welcome to the party, guy. All right. We were doing just fine without you.
I didn't want to barge in.
Nah, man, what's going on?
Nothing. Just solving some computer problems that I don't really know how to solve. Yeah. I'm just figuring it out.
I have a remedy for you. If you have a sledgehammer, just do that.
Oh yeah, if I could, I would.
Just like Office Space, just take it outside and just kick it around.
Yeah, honestly, I if I could, I would.
So, what are your thoughts about what we're talking about, Tom, in regards to Soto getting the big hit that everybody has been complaining about that he hasn't received or hasn't given us consistently? And also Freddie Peralta's shaky performance to start the series against the Cardinals.
On the Soto thing, I just I have a really hard time putting anything on Juan Soto simply because I think they did say a stat that he really hasn't been hitting over the last couple of games. But
runners, I think he had before today. I think he only had 2 hits to start the month.
Well, that sucks, but I mean, it's basically Juan Soto or nothing. You really can't rely on anybody. If this was a better lineup and Juan Soto wasn't producing, or a little bit better of a lineup and Juan Soto wasn't producing, I'd maybe have a little bit of a gripe, but he is the only guy. I can't trust Bo, as obviously don't trust Vientos. I don't trust Beatty. Ewing and Benj, Benj has been awesome, but I mean, they're still kids. You know what I mean? I guess so. I guess I rely on Juan. So maybe he's creeping in close. I guess maybe a couple of more nice hits, and maybe I'm not that crazy. I'm just being an asshole. But Freddie Peralta, I really don't know if he can hack it here.
Yeah,
I don't know if even I know when I was waiting to come in, I heard you guys talking about how Freddie would want to come back. At what price? I'm down to trade him. I'm down to trade him for whatever we can get at this point.
Let's roll this Chapman him, man. Trade him and get and then you get him back in free agency.
But that's the thing though. I'm not giving. We're obviously all in agreement. I'm not giving him 8 years.
No, you can't.
I wouldn't touch that. Freddie's looking for Freddie looks like he might be getting a prove it deal.
Yeah, I don't see if Freddie does land a deal, Tom. I think we're looking at max 5 years. That's if we have a baseball season.
If we have a baseball, yeah, and I guess as it gets, when we start getting closer to the end of the season, we can start looking at pending free agents. I don't know, if I don't want to talk about this fictitious world where a cap happens, because I'll believe a cap's happening when I see it. I don't know how much money at all I want to allocate to Freddie Peralta at this point.
I agree.
You know, Why like he hasn't given me enough of a reason to say, yeah, let's bring that guy back. He's going to help our pitching issues.
And also too,
not now.
Also too, like, you know, I was talking to Nicole about it. Like, he gets barreled hard.
Yeah.
Like, for a guy that, you know, just like Armand said, your free agency is thin.
Yeah.
You know, he gets barreled hard for a guy that has really good stuff. That concerns me, right?
Yeah.
That concerns me because it's either he's not getting enough movement on the pitches, or, you know, the grip is bad. I don't know what it is, but it's just not hitting this year, man. And that concerns me because Stearns is a guy that he'll tell you, oh yeah, you know, the numbers are gonna go ahead and pan out. And then he'll tell you that sign a guy, and then the guy will completely erode. So I am not really into that. If we are gonna sign him, it definitely has to be what Nicole was saying. You know, there was rumors about him wanting to get, you know, he was open to giving the team a team-friendly type of deal to come back. But does that apply in free agency? Probably not, because you have the gamut of teams to be able to bid for you. But if I'm the Mets, man, I think that you want him back, but you got to hold your ground. And I'm not somebody who's always been that way. I think you got to hold your ground in like 4 or 5 years, honestly, and don't go anything more than that.
But remember in the offseason after this deal had happened, and we were talking about, like, should they just extend him now and stuff like that. I wanted to see how he could handle it here. Because we talk about all the time how much New York's different. Like, has Freddie given us enough of a glimpse into him as a pitcher that he can handle New York? Like, I don't know if New York is really necessarily the issue, but, like, in a Mets uniform, I don't know if I've seen enough of Freddie Peralta to be like, yeah, sure, bring him back. Because we have him here now, and it's not enough.
I mean, let's just take that side of it out of it, right? This is a question I'll pose to Nicole. If you're just looking at it by the numbers, right? Freddie Peralta has like a 3.6, 3.7 ERA. What does that warrant to you in regards to getting him a deal? Just on the numbers alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it is an ace of 3.7 pitcher.
I mean, for this year, no. I think over his career, like, even to like this year, he hasn't been horrible, right? But he hasn't been that ace that we were kind of looking for, I think.
Yeah.
And I think the Mets should offer him a contract come next season, but probably at least half what he's looking for. You know what I mean? I don't think, you know, that David Stearns, or should he offer anything close to what he's asking for. I think around a 3 to 5 year deal, cut the money, total money in half or whatever, and go from there. But, you know, he hasn't been an ace. I think, honestly, that the ace on this team was Clay Holmes before he went down.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I would offer him a contract, but, you know, I'm okay with them walking away if it gets too crazy.
Yeah. Tom, same question. 3.7 ERA. What does that warrant to you in regards to a contract?
I know I'm with Nicole. Like, if we're gonna bring him back, because I see what Armand says and who's gonna be a free agent, and like, if they don't get Skubal,
it's thin.
Is Freddie like the only other option other than just saying, hey, we're gonna run it up with a bunch of the kids on the farm? And you can't do that. You know, you need some MLB ready pitchers. But so no, yeah. If we're giving him like a 5-year deal, I honestly would just be like, hey, Freddie, you kind of sucked here this year. Prove it to me, and give him a shorter term deal. I don't know if he'll take it though, because he's 30. So
the opt-outs.
Yeah, do the opt-out thing. I just haven't I haven't seen enough to pay Freddie to be my ace.
Yeah, and
the
thing is, the problem that we have now, and I'm sure the same problem that David Stearns is trying to evaluate, is that the clock is ticking towards the deadline. Like, you want to see him put some starts together, string some starts together, not only for yourself, right? Not only for your own peace of mind to say, hey, maybe he's trending in the right direction, and as you know, things get warmer and he gets a little bit more comfortable, or he figures out his mechanics, whatever it is, maybe then we can be able to kind of like have some confidence that we can be able to give him a certain contract, or it's, hey, he's pitching really, really well in these last few starts. Now we can be able to advertise him to a bunch of teams that are needing starting pitching, and you can get that at a premium, right? So it works both ways to have him pitching well going into the deadline, whether you're going to keep him or you're going to trade him.
However many teams are going to have to hop, I do still have a hard time thinking that as we approach the trade deadline, if the Mets are still 5.5 games out of a wild card spot, I understand it's a lot of teams that they have to hop. I still have a hard time thinking that Stearns is just going to – I don't know if Stearns is going to sell. We're going to get the – we're still in the hunt kind of thing. They might stand pat. Maybe they'll make some like marginal move to bring someone in, whoever that might be. But I don't know if they're 5.5 out. I don't know if I necessarily see them selling.
I agree. I think Stearns is going to be stubborn until the end with this team, because I think he's one of those guys that it's like he knows that the pressure is on him, but he's also very, very stubborn and more of an egomaniac. And he's going to be like, well, these are my guys. I'm going to go with my guys. And if it works out, then I look like a boy genius again. That's just the way I look at it. Like, he's not going to budge on trying to get rid of any of these guys, honestly.
It's weird. Like, I still don't feel like his seat's hot. Like, I feel like
I don't think it is either.
I feel like he's good. Like, whatever move he makes going into next offseason, it's going to be David Stearns. I don't think he's worried at all, honest, for his job and himself. I think he thinks he's fine. He might. That's why I don't know if he's going to make any moves. You know what I mean? He might stand pat.
Yeah. I don't think that his job is in jeopardy after this season. I think if we have baseball and there's a following season, then that's when that's when you're going to start seeing things change. And Armand said he doesn't even know how the trade deadline is going to go according, depending on the CBA. That could be a big thing as well. Like, maybe teams are not willing to give up anything because they just don't know what the future holds. The uncertainty of the CBA right now has everything in limbo.
Yeah, that's true.
So based on that point alone, Stearns might not do anything. A lot of teams may not do anything.
That's true.
They may kind of just stay in pat. So, maybe the Dodgers will probably just go get Scooble just to get Scooble because they're the Dodgers, right? But
yeah,
I don't see, if there is an impending lockout coming, our mom might be right in regards to teams might just not be that aggressive to try to make any moves.
I think some of the really, like, the ones that are vying for that like you really are bona fide, like these are the World Series contenders. I think they will. They'll still want to make the push for it.
No, definitely 100%. Ramon says, according to John Heyman, Francisco Lindor has a secret date set for his potential return. June 20th is currently the target. How do we feel about this, guys? How do we, what Lindor can we expect coming back? Because, I think people really have to, and as Met fans, we tend to not do this, but I think that we need to do this, is we need to taper our expectations just to be able to try to give him some time to get in rhythm. Like, he's not going to come off the IL and just all of a sudden go 5 for 5. Like, he may have a slow start to kind of get his sea legs back, but I think it's a net positive. Like, no matter what happens with him, just to be able to have that security at shortstop, he's going to be able to clean up a lot of the mistakes that we've seen. And I think Bo Bichette has played a pretty decent there. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't been bad. So, but I'm just happy to have Frankie back, man. I miss him. And if we're going to go down with the ship, I need Frankie on that ship. You know what I'm saying? So, Nicole, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not expecting like a hot, he comes in hot. Give him some time to kind of come back, because even with his initial injury with the hamate bone, there was some slow start expected with that, to kind of bring back like the power and whatnot in the swing, and then going down with the strain, like those are two, injuries that kind of take time to get back up to speed. So yeah, I think, it might take him a few weeks to kind of get going. and I think all Mets fans should at least like kind of take that into consideration. But like when he is back, like regardless, I think I do believe like if anything, in this team is kind of going to turn around when his return comes, just because of the player he is and kind of team clubhouse personality and leader. Even when he was hurt, like he was in the dugout, congratulating everybody and there being a good team player. So I think him on the field is only going to add to that as well. And Lindor is, he doesn't like to kind of be out of the game. So I think for him too, like I'm sure he's really excited to kind of get back into the swing of things. And I'm excited to see him back. Like it's been really weird for me to kind of watch any game and not see Lindor in the lineup for how long has it been? Over a month? What, two months now, maybe? So yeah, I'm excited for him to come back and right when the middle of summer. So should be the time the Mets turn around. So we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully like the Phillies. Unbelievable. Tom, what do you think?
I guess, yeah, I mean, we do got to temper our expectations, but I think it was it David Wright's? I don't know if it was his final season. But it was when he came back against the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park after the initial like back injury, hit a home run. So like, guys coming off of injuries, I can always kind of have some rose-colored glasses and think some good's going to happen. But no, yeah, I think we got to, I'm not expecting the guy to just come be MVP Francisco Lindor right out of the gate, but I think we're gonna get a guy that's like ready to play. He's probably been chomping at the bit to get back on the field. He was probably filming that Disclosure Day commercial, and damn man, I really wish this was for real. Not the aliens, the baseball, but right. I agree with everything. I'm just pumped that he's back. The Mets needed it. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing Beatty play, so this is gonna probably take him out of the lineup. And
that's my other question. Go ahead and finish up, but I'll ask my question after.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be nice to have him somewhere in the combination of like Benj, Lindor, Soto, or Ben. No, wait. Yeah, that would be Benj, Soto, Lindor. Or no, it would probably be Benj, Lindor, Soto, right?
Yeah, I think it might be better for them to put Lindor in the two hole. I think because that would be better because now you can put Bichette down. If you want to have Bichette as cleanup or a fifth hole hitter, then that would make more sense. I think it's better to keep Soto third, or you move Soto's to second, and then you have Lindor as your third hole hitter. You can get away with that as well. Whatever combination they do choose. I think it's okay, but you have to factor those three guys in. It has to be a combination of those three guys. With Lindor, his pending return, who gets optioned? Who gets DFA'd? Do we have any idea or any thoughts? Anybody who might have an opinion as to who
now I gotta go
might not be on the team? I would love to hear from Armand who he believes as well. But we could be able to just spit out some names and see exactly
really
who might be.
Wow,
here.
Well, Eric
and Wagaman.
Yeah.
So Wagaman gets he gets DFA'd or optioned.
Yeah.
4 at bats.
Yeah, probably. It'd probably have to be him. He's the sacrificial lamb.
Send him to the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Okay? Send him packing.
I like what Armand said. Would you rather them DFA Vientos or Wagaman?
Vientos.
Really? You'd rather keep Wagaman?
Yes.
He's had 4 at bat. I mean, obviously Vientos stinks, but
I want the stink off the roster. So I agree. I don't Wagaman hasn't done anything to me. That guy has some stink on him.
Yeah.
And he needs to go. You know what I mean? Because the attitude is bad. The obliviousness is just off the charts for him. And then he's just not playing good baseball. So what is his purpose? What is his purpose here?
It's amazing how bad his bat is. He'll get into a couple, hit a couple of home runs, and then he'll just swing he's Javi Baez. He's a worse Javi Baez. He swings at everything.
Yeah, and that's true. He has no plate discipline whatsoever. Zero. The guy doesn't walk. If he had to walk to save his life, he would be with the pearly gates. He would. He would definitely be with pearly gates because he can't. He just cannot do it. He can't do it. There's no pitch that he can lay off of. He just swings at everything. You ever seen that Bugs Bunny cartoon where the guy throws the pitch and it's like coming in at like 2 miles an hour, or Bugs Bunny's throwing a pitch at 2 miles an hour, and the guy is just swinging 1, 2, 3, 4, like he's swinging like 19 times at the pitch before it actually comes into the catcher's mitt. Like that's Mark Vientos to me. He just swings at everything. Where's your plate discipline? How did you get this far by you just swing at everything? It's crazy.
Even his reactions, I feel like when he strikes out, he just like, okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, like there's no like actual like I tried.
You heard what he said? I gotta give props to myself. For what? For what? For what?
In stark contrast to Alvy, like Alvarez, when Alvarez strikes out or messes up, I feel like he goes down into the tunnel and like bashes his head against the wall, punish himself. Like Vientos is just like, yeah, it's cool.
Right.
I won't get him next time.
Yeah. Vientos, that guy, like I said, man, you can be losing 15-1. And if he's the only guy to hit a home run, he's gonna go ahead and look at the box score and say, oh, yeah, did pretty good. It's like, bro, you just lost 15-1. Who cares? Forget about the box score. So we'll see.
I'm glad it's over though. Like if there's anything that we're gonna be able to take positive from this season is the Vientos Beatty combination is over. Like that's gonna probably be over this year.
I would hope so. And listen, if there is some activity at the deadline, ship them out if they're still here. I don't care. I don't care what you get. You take a chance on somebody. Some team is gonna be able to say, okay, Brett Beatty can play some multiple positions here. We'll take a chance on him. Okay, give me one of your top 50 prospects. I don't give a shit. Like just do that. I don't care. Just get them off the team. Like we have too many fringe Major League Baseball players on this roster. There's too many. It's too many. They're like when you look at other teams, man, it's just like, man, they got all like think about the Cardinals. They got a number of Major League players on that team. They might be young guys, but they look like Major League Baseball players. When you look at our roster, it's just like, yeah, we don't look like that.
No.
We don't look like that. And that's the biggest problem to me. How did we get here? How did we get here?
A lot of injuries that you could have seen coming a mile away. And like the Cardinals, they were talking about it on the broadcast, I think today, or might have been the first game of the series, that the Cardinals, for the most part, developed everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody on that team is Cardinal through and through. And I wonder if that's
their system. That's what they do.
Yeah. And that's probably what Stearns is trying to do. That's why I don't even he brought all these short-term contracts in to I guess, like we've said before, hope that some of these young guys are just going to come up and blossom. But as we talked in our last show, a lot of those guys that are going to blossom are probably a little while away.
That's true. But again, it's like, if that's your plan, you still are going to have to figure out who's who, and you're going to have to trade some of these guys off. You can't hoard prospects anymore. Like, I mean, you can't keep hoarding them after a while. You're going to have to wheel and deal and bring guys up. So, who are those players going to be?
Ryan Clifford. I think Ryan Clifford's coming.
Yeah, I think Clifford is coming. I think Jacob Reimer maybe.
Is he on the 40 man?
Yeah, I think Clifford's on the 40 man.
No, I know Clifford is. If Reimer is.
Oh, Reimer, I'm not sure. I had to check.
I will check right now. Catcher. Is he? I forgot. Is he listed as an infielder? Or is he?
Yeah, first baseman.
No, he's not on the 40. He's not on the 40 man. They'd have to make. I think they'd have to make room for him. Yeah, okay. That'd probably mean the end of Brujan.
Well, they need to say goodbye to him anyway.
Yeah.
Why is he here still? It's one of those.
He's a warm body.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like if you had a family member one time and you slept over too long, and you were there for a couple of days, and comes home and like, you're still here. I thought your mom would have picked you up by now. Oh no, I'm staying a couple more days. Like, why are you still here? You look at the roster like, how? I thought we cut him. Why is he still here?
Yeah, when I checked before to see like who'd we remove DFA or option whatever for Lindor, when I first saw him, like I didn't even know he was still on the team at the moment.
Yeah.
So I just forgot about him, honestly. So
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go ahead and preview the Braves series. Do we have a shot? Because listen, I'm gonna throw some shade now. I remember to start the season, somebody over there was like, oh, I'm not gonna give the Braves all of this credit. I'm not going to give the Braves all this credit because their starting pitching staff don't look better than ours. You're giving them too much credit, Barry. Too much credit. Now, sir, what are you going to say? Huh? What are you going to say?
I hated when we did that lineup comparison thing. Because the Brave, it was no, it was a great show. The Braves was the one that I had the sour taste in my mouth because it was like
going shade.
We were, but it was like that was the only team in the division that we were like, oh man, okay, this team might end up actually being better. Remember when we did the actual comparison? I can't be shocked. It's the Braves. The Braves always make our lives miserable. I'm hoping they get at least one. I guess get one. But I mean, maybe we catch him on an off night. Spencer Strider kind of sort of hasn't looked the same. He's got like a 4 ERA.
And I don't know against not us though.
Against not us though. Yeah, that's true.
I'm looking.
The Mets had one of the best records. If they didn't have a terrible April, the Mets wouldn't be bad. They had like one of the best records in May in the National League last year. I mean, this year, not this year. I'm sorry, last month is what I meant to say. Yeah. So, I don't know. Positive thinking. Maybe we'll catch the Braves napping.
I don't think we get a game, honestly.
In my past, with looking at ESPN predictions, like when I need to make a fantasy decision, they're pretty accurate, and they have the Mets winning the series. So
do they really?
Yeah, the only game projected to lose is the second game where it's Martin Perez versus Sean Manaea.
So what is a pitching matchup, Silent Saza? Give us a pitching matchup.
First game is Strider versus McLean.
Okay.
Perez versus Manaea. Second game, and third game is Elder versus Peralta.
Okay. I mean, we have what we want lined up there, right? So if you're thinking about the bookend wins, if you think about McLean gets the first one and then Peralta gets the last one, then we bookend the series wins, and Manaea probably takes the loss, right? So that's how I'm seeing it. It's set up that way, but let's see how it plays out, man. I think if the Mets come out winning that series against the Braves, I think they can feel good.
Yeah.
Heading into next week to see, what can be able to happen. But, things got to change, man. We really have to start stringing together some series victories, man. We've been winning, the last game of the leg, and like, okay, cool. But like, we need to really start putting some wins together, man. And the starting pitching just hasn't been there. And the biggest frustration thing for me is that can we just stop with this piggyback shit? Like, I think it might be over. Like, that experiment is done. It just needs to end. If you can't start a game, you should not be here.
Agreed.
Period.
Yeah, I just don't know. I'm sorry,
Nicole.
Nicole.
No, I was just saying, like, how many starting pitchers they have, and then they can't even start a game. That's all I was gonna say. So,
what kind of stupidness is that?
But do they have enough? Like, I don't know if they have enough starters that we can even rely on. I guess it's kind of McLean, even though he's had a few hiccups. Like, you really only have some kind of faith in in Freddie and McLean at this point. Everybody else is kind of a big question mark, you know. And then if you start if you just get rid of Peterson, if you just get rid of Sango, I mean, he's not back yet, but if you just get rid of Minaya, it's like just all bullpen games. You know what I mean? Are we gonna? Oh well, Christian Scott. Okay, I'm sorry, Christian Scott. I feel like has looked.
Yeah, outside of today, he struggled a little bit today, but he hasn't looked bad.
He's given me some hope that he could be a good like 3. Yeah, you know, but do you want to just call up Thornton and Tong, or
I think that
oh my God, we talked about him last week.
They gave Thornton that one start, and with young pitchers, man, you gotta give him a little bit more than that. You can't just give him one start and keep jerking him back from the minors to and optioning him, and like give him another start at least to see exactly what he has, rather than get one out of him and then he disappears again. I just don't understand what value that brings to you. If you set the record last year of how many pitchers were used in a single season. Like he looks like he's on pace to do the same shit again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this is not a sustainable model. It just isn't. If you got young pitchers, then just throw them out there and see what the fuck is going to happen. Stop jerking them around.
Yeah. No, I guess so. I always kind of sort of, like when it comes to bringing up the prospects.
Yeah.
I usually default to, even though the team was put together like crap, I still default to the team on a lot of that, because it's like they see him every day. Like they have all the stats, they have all the numbers, they have all the analysis to tell me whether or not this guy's ready to be in the bigs. If they don't feel like Zach Thornton's ready to be here, like after that one start, then I don't know if I guess I'm like, okay, then don't rush him here. Like if you don't think he's ready, don't call him up. You should know better than me. You should know better. The most I get is Zach Thornton or oh my God, we talked about the other pitcher last week.
Who, Tong?
No. The other guy that we thought was going to come up instead of Zach Thornton.
Oh, you talking about oh my goodness. I know you're talking about.
It's going to break my brain.
What's his name?
Regardless, I just like I'm gonna have to look that up. That's gonna bother me. So
Armand, give me the name, man. The pitcher that we was talking about. That's killed. Yeah, Jack Wenninger.
Thank you, Wenninger. If they don't think they're ready yet to make the jump, okay. You know, but that's why, like, I don't think we're going to see the end of Peterson or the end of Senga, because if they thought those guys were ready, maybe they'd get more shots, because we're seeing too many bullpen games.
Yeah, man, it's way too much for me, man, that I'm comfortable with at this point. And, you know, you could be right. Just, you know, maybe they don't trust them enough to be able to have multiple starts, but you got to do something else. I can't see Minaya. I mean, although Minaya has looked better, especially to start games or whatever it is, but with that velo being where it is, man, you're only going to be able to see a lineup twice maybe before they start knocking you around and kicking you out the game. So it's just like that, you gotta find some stop gaps better than what we have. It's just
agreed.
It's ridiculous at this point. It really is. It just feels like a fucking circus. It really does. You know.
It's disheartening, because like every once, like, because I always like the April sucked, but then I always look at my phone and I look at the standings. I'm like, all right, they're 5.5 out, and then they'll string together a couple of wins. They'll swing. So it's like, okay, I think we're gonna actually turn this around. I've sent that clip of Major League 3 times in 3 different chats, and every time they just like kick you right in the balls, like right at the end.
They're playing like, well, and then they fuck around and get swept, or they lose 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, or something like that. Like you take 1 step forward and 4 steps back. That's just the way it feels.
It's crazy.
Last year.
In the beginning of like early on, it was like, oh my God, these pitchers have to be perfect or they're not going to win games. And now it feels like, oh my God, the offense has to hit out of like a 9-0 hole or a 7-0 hole to win a game.
Right. It's frustrating, but you know, what are you gonna do?
It's the Mets. How
was your experience yesterday, Tom, watching the Knicks game?
Boo, man. So I talked about it on my sports segment at GHR. I went to my buddy works at a diner, and they have a bar, like a full bar. So me and another friend went and just kept him company just to watch the Knicks. And I think at halftime, I looked at my other buddy and was like, dude, I gotta go home. I don't want to be here anymore. So I went home. I did my normal superstition thing, and I was looking at the score, and my buddy Nick was sitting next to me. I'm like, dude, I think I fucked up the mojo that they're losing, and I'm not home right now. So they fell down like 20. I think it was 27 at the half. And I was like, dude, we're getting out of here. I grabbed my stuff, went home, and as I'm driving home, I like hear them start like chipping away.
Yeah.
As I'm parking my car in front of the house, I ran upstairs, and I was just sitting there like sitting at my computer, just like working on stuff and looking up like, oh my God, it's a 15-point game.
Right.
And then it got to single digits, and I didn't get to sleep until like 3:30 in the morning. I could not. I was like after the game, I was like pacing around my room. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe because I feel like it's with like everybody that we root for. I feel like anytime you hear the announcers bring up history, like this would be history if this happened, if this comeback happened.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. Like 9 times out of 10, when I hear my team is there to make history, if they did something positive, they're not going to do it. For that to actually happen is fucking insane to me.
Yeah. Where do you put that win amongst New York sports greats of all time?
If they come back, this actually kind of just came to me. If they win this series, I feel like you could. It wasn't the same situation, but it kind of feels like the Buckner play.
I've been telling people, I said it yesterday. I think, this is just my personal opinion, that was the greatest moment in New York sports history to me. I'm a tad bit biased, and maybe it's because I'm letting nostalgia hit me a little bit. The David Tyree play was insane. That was too, yeah.
Like, and I think that's why, like, my opinion of all of that might change if the Knicks win. Like, if they close it out, finish it out, and that's going to be on posters. That's going to be on T-shirts. That's like one of, if not like the biggest moment that Madison Square Garden's like seen. You know what I mean?
Listen, the last big moment like that was a 4-point play, LJ.
Yeah. I honestly can't believe it. Like, I still in my head see nobody guarding OG Anunoby and just watch him, like, just the Red Sea parts. He just goes right in, tips in that missed three. And I was like, team of destiny. Like, that doesn't.
Yeah. Me and Silent Assassin we're going to dissect it tomorrow. Cause I got plenty of people I have to kick down and make fun of them. And berate them and ridicule them on all even. So can't wait. Do we have anything else to add on this show? You know, we're excited for Lindor. We're excited for Soto that he actually got a big hit. We're excited for Christian Scott for having an uneven performance, but kid battled. And we're excited that Mark Vientos may not be on this team in another month. So is there anything else? Armand, did we cover everything? I'm going to ask Armand.
Luis Roberts said that he's going to play baseball again this year.
Who?
Blue Bob.
Who?
He said he's going to play baseball again this year.
For who?
Us. Yeah. I mean, he probably wishes at this point. But not for us. He said he's going to play again.
Yeah, right.
Through an interpreter. He said it. I think he did. I don't know if it was before this game or after this game today. He said he's going to play again. Did you talk about Polanco back up in New York for imaging?
Who?
Jed Lowry 2.0.
What are we talking about him for? What are we talking about?
Because he was supposed to be coming back, and then he was doing rehab, and then he gets sent back up here for imaging.
Listen, here's the thing about him, right? Until he can be able to string together some games, he doesn't exist to me.
I agree. Well, he's Yeah, no, I agree.
He's just like a figment of our imagination. Did it happen? Did he actually sign here? Have you seen him? We don't know what it is. It's like a unicorn. Have you seen it? No.
He'll be one of those like ironic Mets jerseys that you see just randomly scattered throughout the stadium.
He will be a trivia question at the bottom of the third inning. That's what he will be.
Yeah.
That's what he'll be.
Do you guys have
15 years from now? Who did the Mets sign in the offseason that played 3 games for them?
I got something. This is totally random. Do you guys have I don't know if you notice it like I do, but do you have the craziest obscure Mets jersey that you've ever seen in a stadium? Like a guy that you're like, I can't believe you spent money on that. I look for it all the time. Me and my brothers do it at every sporting event. We look for the weirdest jersey. I saw Daniel Vogelback 2 years ago. Yeah, last year.
That name just angers me. That just the name alone angers me. It does. I saw a Robbie Alomar jersey.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ty Wigginton. I saw Ty Wigginton 2 or 3 years ago.
I would get a Ty Wigginton jersey.
Quick question. Nicole, do you know who Ty Wigginton is? Have you ever even heard that name before today?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Early 2000,
he was
2010s.
There you go.
No, he was way
earlier than that.
He was before that. He was pre-David Wright.
Well, 2000 to 2010s, right? He retired in the
2000
yeah.
2010s. Yeah, in between there. Yeah.
Oh, he's born in 77.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Ty Wigginton, and then David Wright came and took his job.
You know what I would love. Hold on, Armand said, because Armand went to his last game today. So today I saw a Rosario half black, half white pinstripe jersey. Wow.
That better not have been a Yankee and Met jersey.
Yes, that's exactly what he's talking about.
Jail, immediate prison, immediately sent to prison. You immediately jail. Rikers, send him to Rikers.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible. Why do fans do that?
I hate that.
It's the worst thing that you can do, man.
Kim used to say that.
I hope he's talking about a Mets pinstripe and a black one. I hope that's the case.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
All right. We'll cut him some bail. Because
that is you might need to have your access to money taken away from you if you're buying an Ahmed Rosario Met Yankee jersey.
Yeah, that is like the definition of having disposable income and you just don't know what to do with yourself.
Exactly.
You went out of your way to make this.
Yeah.
You had 2 jerseys and you had them sew it together. So I don't know what seamstress they should have charged you triple for that.
Yeah, they should have.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy. That'd been crazy.
Yeah, Armand should have definitely taken a picture, and you should have ridiculed him as well. Of all the jerseys to do this to, sir, why would you ruin 2 jerseys? Why would you do that?
Ahmed Rosario.
You know what jersey I may go ahead and buy just to be a jerk?
Jared Young?
No. Because this guy used to torment me as a kid, and I couldn't stand him. Turk Wendell.
Oh, with the freaking shark teeth necklace.
I couldn't stand Turk Wendell.
I saw him at the Old Timers Day. Or something.
That's where he belongs. Don't come anywhere near the field. I'm done with him. I remember he walked the planet and walked the Braves into a division, into a playoff victory. Series is over. I'll never forget it. Turk Wendell.
But Steve Traxel, the human rain delay.
Oh my God, Steve Traxel.
That's another weird jersey I've seen. I've seen Steve Traxel walking around. I'm telling you, it's such a fun game. Go to a Met game and just look for the weird jerseys, the weird names.
Doing that now.
We do it all the time.
Start doing that now. Start taking pictures. That's a pretty good game. I like that. Armand says I should buy a Oh no, please no!
Don't do that, Armand. You're too cool to do that. Please don't do that.
Please don't do that. We like you too much to hate you. Okay. Yeah. We like you too much.
Armando Benitez.
Listen, normally I'll do my mission to Mars. I do not have one this week. And the reason why is because I'm giving them bail. I am going to wait until next week. I'm going to be watching very closely who is not doing what they're supposed to do, because I haven't had a gang mission to Mars yet. Next week will be the first gang mission to Mars. It's not going to be just one person there. There's going to be an Armageddon, going to the moon, Bruce Willis style. There's going to be a whole bunch of other people there too. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my research. So hopefully they play well where nobody has to be there. But that's what's going on next week. Any final words, team?
Let's take two. Let's just let us feel good. I'm going to the game on Saturday. Take 2 or 3 from the Braves so I can come home Saturday night and hopefully watch the Knicks close it out.
Yes.
I saw a report that said a lot of the tickets that were bought for this game in San Antonio were bought from the New York, New Jersey area.
Listen, that we are coming there to take it over. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna be there on Saturday, as support for my Knicks friends, because obviously I'm a Laker fan. But I'm gonna be there. Okay. I need to see them clinch. I may drag Silent Assassin with me. She said, I'm not going anywhere.
I'll get thrown on top of one of the light guys. Yeah,
my final word.
Can't be me.
My final word. You see who's starting to get hot? We have El Nino watch. Okay, Fernando Tatis starting to put it together. You see the man had a walk-off home run the other day. That's what I'm talking about. Keep doing your thing, Tatis. Keep doing your thing. I'll be watching, because at the end of the day, I can be able to imagine and picture you in a Met jersey, and that's what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna wish it into existence. It's going to happen. Tatis is gonna ask out of San Diego, and he's gonna go to the Mets. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have Soto. We're gonna have Tatis, Benj, Ewing, Lindor. What else I need? I don't need anything else. Anything else?
Was Soto DHing then?
I don't care. Okay, you put Soto at first. That's what he can play first. Right? Do whatever you gotta do, but just get Tatis here. That's all I care about.
No salary cap then.
Yeah, no. There's never gonna be a salary cap in baseball. They can forget about that. Forget about that. And if you're gonna set the salary cap, put it at $600 million. How about that? You want a salary cap, then put it at $600 million. You know what I mean? So
agreed.
Until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.